saying for a long time, I really wish I could find a computer that could keep up with me. My main computer yesterday had a meltdown. I have a terabyte hard drive, and I have 12 gigs of memory. 8 is the normal on most machines. This one came with 12. That's why we upgraded to this one, and I was just like, whoa. Like, seriously? It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. More memory is good. Yeah, and the other computer I had was really struggling. It turns out it had a virus, and it was just, just not a happy computer. This one is very happy. It has Windows 10 on it, and I'm really quite happy with that. It's running smoothly. Oh yeah, it'll get its regular updates, don't worry, but it's a 17-inch screen. It's a pretty big computer. It's a HP Pavilion, and that was my very first laptop, was an HP Pavilion. So yeah, I lost my memory a long time ago too, Wayne. That's why I have lists of everything I need to do. Without that, I would be lost. So how's everyone doing today? Are you having a phenomenal day? We have a lot to talk about. Today we're going to be talking about how to maintain a positive mental attitude. I got to tell you, the last 24 hours or so have been quite a struggle. Actually, more than that. It's been the last 2 days. I get started on Thursday, and it's really been a struggle trying to get things sorted and figured out, and in the end, finding a solution. And I'm going to talk today about what happened and how our attitudes really can just change everything. But first, we're going to talk a bit about who Dawn and I are, where we came from, why you'd even want to listen to us. And then we get into my favorite part of the call, where Dawn's going to inspire you on life and living. He will be sharing, I'm not sure what the topic is, always a news to me, which is exciting. I just know that I love it. I love to sit back and relax. It's the only time in Dawn's life he actually gets to get a word in edgewise, so I let him have as much time as he wants. And then we'll get into our training, and we're going to talk today about how to maintain a positive mental attitude. We all know how to get one. You guys all know that having a positive mental attitude is your decision, right? It's got nothing to do with anything else except you choosing to have a better attitude. We're going to talk about some strategies on how to do that and why to do that, why it's so important. So who the heck are Janet and Dawn Legere? Well, to be honest, we are a very fun, loving couple. The picture you see there definitely does say it all. That's us right there. That's us in a nutshell. I mean, it really does. But I remember when I first saw that picture, I said, I love that picture. That is us. Dawn and I met online back in 1998. Isn't that fitting? And about a year later, we both found ourselves with the opportunity to be away from the corporate world. And away from the corporate world meant we had opportunities, and we decided we would build a business online. We were going to become this was going to be easy. Well, I'm going to tell you, it has been, maybe easy isn't the right word, definitely an experience. I've never had so much fun. I've never learned so much. And I've never gone through so many changes in all my life, and I've never had to leave home. I love it. Dawn and I can take our business with us, and thanks to my new laptop, it'll travel even better with us. But it goes wherever we go. We can work anywhere, and it took some effort to get there, but it didn't take as much effort as you may think. And I've been through a lot of that training on how you can make that happen for you. I really believe that anyone can do what I'm doing. There's nothing magic to it. There's nothing, I don't need to have a university degree to make money on the internet. There are a few things you need to do. Anybody here want to tell me what's the first thing you need to focus on the internet if you really want to make adult money? If you want to make real money, residual income, money that comes to you month after month after month, what is your primary objective on the internet? Anybody? Yeah, Carl wins the prize today. Build your list. Without a list, you have nothing. Without a list, you're working for the rest of your life. Trust me. I'm here every day because I love it. This is my passion. This is my hobby. This is what I do. I love what I do here. So I always tell everyone, take advantage of it. Our focus is showing you the simple steps that are going to help you to create your personal brand, because that's important. Okay, you need to get out there. Build a list. Your subscriber list is number one in everything I do. building relationships with people who get on your list, because that's what creates that long-term income. We currently own and operate the Contact List Builder, which I started back in 2003. That is 12 years ago, if you do the math. And back in 2011, we relaunched with our brand new platform, and we've been having so much fun helping others learn the strategies that I've used over the years. So here's my theory. If it works for me, and it's a simple strategy, you do this, you do this, you do this, and it works, wouldn't it make sense that you should do it too? Well, the best part of Contact List Builder is that we really are a community working together to help you develop your skills, develop what you need to do here on the internet to build your business. I'm going to assume that you are all using the internet to build your business, to get more leads, to get more people to sign up in your MLM, to get more people to buy your products. Am I right? That's why you're here. So why not do it in a systematic way? If what you're doing now is working for you and you're making good money, great. Keep doing it. Don't stop, okay? But if it's not, I'm going to ask you to come and spend some time with me, learn what I do what I do, and I promise you, your results will change. A lot of it has to do with attitude. I really do believe that what I teach works. I've seen it work. It works for me. I mean, I every once in a while I take myself out of the scene and I become one of you, and I go and do what you do. I create a lead capture page and I advertise it, and bing bada boom, I get signups. There's nothing magical about this. I just don't understand why you all aren't doing it. It works every time. You know what else works every time? Your attitude. I can tell you right now that when you take the initiative and you take responsibility for your attitude, because it's nobody else's fault, just because your sister did something to you, or your mother, or your father, or your brother, or your best friend, or your business partner, or the program that's out there, or it rained last night. Goodness gracious, I have no reason to be happy it rained last night. It's got nothing to do with your attitude. Your attitude's all about you. How are you going to look at everything that's happening around you? Back in 1998, I had a fairly good attitude. I'll tell you that I really had no idea what it meant to be truly happy and to just enjoy life, to be a fun-loving person until I met this fun-loving person. And I am grateful every day that Dawn decided to come into my life, that I decided to look for somebody who could help me find that happy button. And he did. And I'm really excited to to share a little bit of our time here today with my partner in crime, Mr. Don Legere, who's going to talk to you about a little bit about inspiration on life and living. So without further ado, please welcome Don to the room. Take it over, my love.
Hey, good morning everyone. I hope you can hear me today. I think I finished fixing up my computer as well, so I'm doing really well. It's probably a little hot. We'll go right there. We'll go right there. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It is awesome to carry that attitude around with you all the time. Jan mentioned this morning, oh, it rained last night. What am I happy about? But, if you live in California, you'd be dancing in the streets if it rained last night, let me tell you. They've been going through a drought down there. Like many of us go through droughts in business too, don't we? And when that happens, there's only one thing we can do. We can continue to sit there and try to last through the drought, or we can dig our own wells. And, the minute we start thinking of alternatives, the minute we start thinking about outside the box, I think, new ideas will come to us. New inventions will come to us. New ways of doing things will come to us. But, don't take on the collective consciousness because we're in a drought in business that, everybody's in a drought in business, so therefore, that's why I'm in a drought in business. Well, that's not how business works. This is America. This is Canada. And believe it or not, yeah, I know the middle class is getting pounded on by everything, higher taxes, lower wages, and so on and so forth. But remember, we are in a home business. This is where the American dream is born. This is where, if you're sitting in a drought, dig a well. There's water down there. There's lots of water down there. There's lots of income down there if you take a different approach to business. Or maybe you have been taking a different approach to business and it's not working. Well, I would suggest you all do what Janet does. Build a lead capture page, find a product to move, and move it. I'll tell you, everyone here can make $100 this weekend online. Everybody can. And it's really easy. And chances are you could probably make $100 online in less than half an hour. And this is how you can do it. You look around your house. Find something that you're not using anymore. Go to Kijiji or go to Craigslist or wherever else and put an ad up. Someone's going to phone you and buy that product. And it's the same thing. It is the same procedure when you're selling any product service online. Whether it's for an MLM or whether it's for an affiliate marketing, perhaps it's an ebook. Well, those are things that you can do with a simple lead capture page or a simple ad in a newspaper or on a Craigslist. A lot of us don't think of putting stuff there. A lot of us don't think of getting rid of our non-usables in the home anymore by putting it up on Craigslist. Because there you go, you got $100 in your pocket. You might have sold an old computer that you haven't used in years, but you've got the $100 in your pocket. And it's better for you than it is for your computer. So listen, if you're sitting in a drought in business, don't get discouraged. Don't get frustrated. What you need to do is quit. Just quit for the weekend. Take a moment, write out a plan, and then follow the plan. It's really, truly quite that simple. And when you can do it over and over and over again, guess what happens? A certain amount of freedom comes your way. And that's why we're in home business. For the freedom. It's not for the money. It's for the freedom. It's for the ability to pack up and go whenever you want. It's the freedom to say, you know, I don't have to book I don't have to schedule my holidays a year in advance with my employer because I am the employer. I am the boss. I love that commercial, I'm the boss of me, right? You know, when the rental car commercial? And really, that's what it's like owning your own home business. Yes, I realize there are a lot of things that can go wrong. Computers can melt down, and you could totally flip out over that. Or you could stay in the center. Try to fix the issue. And if it's not fixable, go for another solution. Dig that well. Go get a new computer. But get back into business. Don't get discouraged. Just keep going. Because it's about the freedom. And once your business starts delivering that passive income, that monthly income to you, that's when you really feel the freedom. And that's when you really understand why it is you're in a home business. And when you're successful, that's when all your friends are going to be coming running to you and saying, hey Wayne, what are you doing? Hey Glenn, what's up? What are you doing there? You seem to be doing pretty good on something. What is it? And people will want to know what you're doing. And it's really, truly that simple. So change the way you look at business. Change the way you look at things around you. Change the way you allow other people to affect you. And just decide what it is, what you want, and simply go after it. And when you do that, your residual income will improve, and holy moly, you'll be on a new path, a new lifestyle, and everything will be hunky-dory. Well, maybe not hunky-dory, because we still got life to live, but you'll certainly have a heck of a lot more fun when you have the money rolling in. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you're sitting in a drought in business, don't let it get to you. Don't let it frustrate you. Just figure it out. We're here to figure out problems, and it's just one more that the universe has thrown at you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all do extremely well with your business at work this week. And may your results be better than you can even hope or realize. And with that, Jan, I'll give the room back to you. Thank you, everyone.
Well, that was pretty awesome. I just love that I get thrown out there right at the end. Goodness gracious. And that had nothing to do with the computer. That's just the room. The rooms misbehave sometimes, and what can I say? Am I coming through good now? Got good sound? We're going to talk about some attitude. I'm going to tell you, the last few days have certainly challenged my attitude. They've challenged all our attitudes. Trying to, my computer was having a problem. It, finally, I was going through some changes and doing some cleanup, and it froze. And it wouldn't reboot. It wouldn't restart. It wouldn't do what it was supposed to do. And 2 days later, I have a new computer, and I'm really happy about that. I still want to get access to that computer. I mean, it could have been a very frustrating time. I could have been very doom and gloom about it. I could have been very upset about it. I could have been anxious about it. I could have been frustrated about it, and I wasn't. Yeah, the rooms are working pretty good right now. I think they did an update recently. With my computer update, it's better, but there was just a little hiccup there. Who knows what it was? Might have even been the internet. Anyway, oh yeah, that's right. See, I'm not plugged into the internet. I'm on wireless. I forgot to plug the internet in. Well, aren't I silly? I'll have to change that. New computer, what can I say? It isn't getting everything done, but the last couple days it could be a challenge, but they weren't. I just did what I needed to do. I had other computers. I got back on. I was able to, make things happen. I was able to get connected. It was a challenge for sure. Nothing was working the way I needed it to work. And I finally said, okay, I went and looked online. I found a computer. I said, go buy me one, please. Don looked at it, made a few suggestions. I said, okay, go buy me this one, please. And he came back an hour later with the computer. I mean, isn't that just amazing today? Think about it. Think about it, right? In an hour, I was up and running with a brand new computer, plugged it in, and there I go. Everything was back. Luckily, I have everything offline. I know all my logins. Everything is accessible. At this moment, I have lost a bit of data, but nothing that's critical. It's all recoverable. And the programmer and my wonderful husband both assure me that we can get the data off that hard drive, so I'm done on that. How's your attitude? How is your attitude? Today we're going to talk about the difference between inspiration and motivation. We're going to talk about some steps to develop a positive mental attitude and to maintain it. I think we all know how to create one, although sometimes we forget. Have you ever noticed that? You get down that slippery slope and things start going wrong, and the more they go wrong, the more they go wrong. Isn't it funny how that happens? I'm going to talk about where to find some daily motivation. And most of all, I really hope that today you will learn some strategies to help you feel better, to help you let go of anything that isn't feeling good and feel better. I can tell you that when you start looking at things with a different attitude, when you start feeling differently about situations, then situations seem to change. Have you all noticed that? Anybody here notice that? Did you know that there's a difference between inspiration and motivation? These are definitions. Inspiration is the infusion or arousal in the mind of some idea, feeling, or impulse, especially one that leads to creative action. So inspiration is when you get this idea and it drives you. And nothing will stop you until you get there. That's you're on. You're going. You got a one-track mind, and off you go. You feel it inside. There's no work. You're just so excited you can't even like get out of my way. I'm so excited. Do you guys know that feeling? Motivation is kind of what I want to do for you. It's the act of providing an incentive, the process that arouses, sustains, and regulates human and animal behavior. It's outside forces. Inspiration comes from inside. You don't get inspiration from others. You get inspiration inside. It comes from inside. So it gets stirred up and opened up inside. Motivation is what awakens that. That's what comes from the outside. Those are the outside influences that help waken those inspirations. How many of you have experienced that? When an idea comes to you, you see something and it inspires something in you and you're gone. You're just gone. It was funny when we were at my daughter's house at the beginning of the week. We were grandparenting for a couple of days, and the girls they're at an amazing age right now, and I'm really enjoying them. They are 8, 10, oh wait, no, they're, wait, goodness, 11, 9, and 7. They're coming up, 8, 10, and 12. So they're very good ages. They're all coming into those hormone ages, but right now they are amazing ages, and they all get along really, really well. And Kaylee had an amazing day. She put it out there in the universe that she wanted to sign it. What was coming up? What was coming? She had this idea. She wanted something special. She came home one day. She was so excited. Why are you so excited? I asked the universe for a big sign, and it gave me one. I had the best birthday present ever. It's a birthday present. Your birthday is not till February. And she pulls out this piece of paper and gives it to me. She says, "Look at this." And it was an invitation and the permission forms to go on a skiing or snowboarding adventure to Canada Olympic Park right here in Calgary on her birthday. So this was a school trip right on her birthday. How exciting is that? The kid is always inspired. They're inspired to do things. They're inspired. They get ideas and they just go with it. They don't think about it. They don't need to. It was fun to be with them for a few days. It was fun to be out of the environment and be somewhere else and just let things go. It was fun. And I got to tell you guys, it's really fun to do that when you have a routine in place that allows you to do that, that allows you to just pick up and go wherever you want, whenever you want. What inspires you? Do you have days when you need something to get you going? Do you find yourself in those positions when you need a bit of motivation? Or are you one of those people that really carries the right attitude all the time? Do you recognize the difference? I'm really curious. I would love a response from all of you. Do you recognize the difference between you having a crappy attitude and you having a good attitude? And it's got nothing to do with anything going on anywhere. I talk to people all the time, and they tell me it's really hard to have a good attitude when so-and-so's doing such and such. And I thought, but it's only hard because that's what you're focused on. Your attitude is really up to you. You got to know the difference. You got to know the difference between a right attitude and a wrong attitude. And you got to know, my friends, you get to choose the attitude. Situations happen. That's right. It's not the situation. It's how you handle it, how you look at it, how you approach it. These last days, man, I'm telling you, it could have been stressful. It could have been really stressful. I didn't let it be stressful. It's just I thought everything will work out. Here's a great quote about a positive mental attitude. I don't know, you guys, some of you, people who I know very well, some of you think you have a good attitude, and the truth is it could be improved upon. How many of you think, let's see how honest you guys are going to be. How many of you think that you really could work on your attitude? That, yeah, you've got some judgments out there and sometimes you have a crappy attitude. Hmm? Anybody here have a crappy attitude sometimes? Sometimes you have sometimes you're looking at things and you're looking at what's going on in the world and you just got this crappy attitude. Woe is me. Whoa, look what's happening now. Oh, did you see what so-and-so did? My goodness, how did they get away with that? See the neighbor over there? Judgments. What is a positive mental attitude? Well, a positive mental attitude is the philosophy. It's a philosophy that having an optimistic disposition in every situation in one's life attracts positive changes and increases achievement. It employs a state of mind that continues to seek, find, and execute ways to win or find a desirable outcome, regardless of the circumstances. It opposes negativity, defeatism, hopelessness. Do you really get that statement? It's a philosophy that says having an optimistic disposition in every situation in your life will attract positive changes and increase achievement. Yes? Who buys into that 100%? We all need to work on our attitudes at times, even me, okay? Dot will tell you that my attitude's pretty darn positive, and most people, I just make them, they just want to puke. You're always so happy. My God. What's there not to be happy about? All right? If you can change your attitude in all situations, stuff happens. Your attitude doesn't change. So how do you create a positive mental attitude? Well, if you guys have ever heard of toolstolife.com, you're very familiar with Devlin Steele. He is my mentor, my life coach. I will say that what I learned through Devlin Steele certainly saved my life, certainly changed my life forever in a way that I I don't know that I can ever repay what I learned through Tools to Life. Because I learned all about my attitude, and I learned all about changing my thoughts, and I learned all about the fact that regardless of the situation, I could decide to find good. I could decide to be nice. I could decide to smile. I could have a better attitude. I could decide that no matter what, I could be happy. Toolslife.com. It's a free, okay? I can't repeat this enough, free. You get to take it. When I did Tools to Life, it was back in 2003 with Devlin Steele. Dawn and I did it. Our daughter Tina did the course. We did it with Devlin Steele. So we received a 50-page PDF file every week that we had to read. There were exercises to do. There were things we had to do every day. And once a week, met with Dev on the phone for an hour, and we had a conversation about what went on during the week and what's coming and how to make all this work in our lives. And it was 11 weeks, I believe. It was 11 weeks of amazingness. And my daughter will tell you it changed her life. It changes your life. It gives you the tools you need. And then you put it together online. And it's a 90-day program online, and it's free. And every day you log in and you do the tools for the day. The reading is right there online. There's videos to watch. There's audios to listen to. And there's exercises to do. And my friends, I will tell you, as with list building, it's in doing the exercises. You get that? It's in doing the exercises. Decide to have a good attitude. Decide to do the exercises. Be honest with yourself. Really be honest with yourself. And once you get this, guys, once you learn something, you can't unlearn it, right? And so once you get this 100%, you start questioning everything and you start thinking, I can change that. We're reading a book on the Morning Motivator called Power of Now, and we're really, really delving into being focused on what's happening right now and understanding our thoughts. And, you know, it's recognizing that there's thoughts going on in that head of yours that you're attaching feeling to. And as soon as you can recognize that, you can let it go. And you can decide to have better feelings about everything. Are you happy? Are you smiling all the time? Do you feel good physically, mentally? Are you where you want to be in life? Do you feel? How do you feel? You feel good? I mean, really, 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 how do you feel? Do you have some judgments about life? Are you pissed off about a few things? Do you get angry at people? Are you jealous or hurt or disappointed, worried? Any of those things. I truly believe we were meant to come here to have a good time, and that our environment that we chose to come into, by the way, our environment has caused us to have reactions and responses that we forgot we had control of. But we're all adults here, yes? Anybody here not an adult? I mean, everybody is an adult here. Everybody has free choice, yes? And so as of this moment, you can decide to have a better attitude. You can decide to change the way you think, to change the way you feel, to change what you look at. If you're watching the news, stop it. If there's something you desire and it's not coming to you, it always means the same thing. You're not a vibrational match to your own desire. You're thinking thoughts that are taking you down a path that is not taking you toward what you want. Because you're thinking about your broken car, you're thinking about the rain last night. I don't know why people complain about the weather. Now, I mean, I'll go outside and I'll go, oh my goodness, it's cold. But I don't complain about the weather. It's just a fact. It's like, whoa, it's cold. Oof, gotta bundle up. And it's cold here in Calgary right now. It's winter. It is so bright and sunny, and there's a bit of snow. We got just a little bit of snow the other day. It's 1 degree, so it's not even below zero. It's warming up. It's beautiful out. Stunningly beautiful. Rain is liquid sunshine. We need rain. Why do people complain about the weather? Why do people complain? I've always wondered that. Focus your mind on positive thoughts. Some people say, oh, that's pretty hard to do, because this is happening and that's happening. Anybody here have stuff going on in their environment that is not pleasing to them? Just curious. Anybody have any challenges right now? Whenever I leave Alberta, Terry, I miss it. I come home and I think, oh, yes, yes, yes. Look at that sky. No, nobody really gets the sky till you come here and experience the sky. Am I right, Terry? There's just something about that big Alberta sky, especially down here in Calgary. We're kind of in Alberta. Don, did you push the space? Must have. Right, here's some things you can do. You know what? If you want to feel better, you need to surround yourself with things that feel better. Would you agree? You need to do things that feel better. You need to focus on things that feel better. If you were sitting in my office right now, you'd probably giggle, okay? I'm surrounded by my bears. They're everywhere. I have mementos all around my desk. Everywhere I look, there is something that reminds me of somebody in my life that makes me feel good. I have pictures all over my walls that my grandchildren have drawn for me. I love them. I have a dream board that has metamorphed into just feeling good words, just reminding me to be the amazing person I am. But I am surrounded by things that make me feel good. And that's important, okay? Go around your house. I mean, I've got a gratitude journal. One of my favorite activities to tell people to do is to go around your house and make sure that every single room in your house has something that makes you feel good. Every room. So when you walk in that room, even if you're having a bad day, you'll see something that reminds you to feel good. Even if you need to go around the house and put little sticky notes. Here's my gratitude journal. My book of positive aspects, where I keep positive things only. Right? You know, look at my office here. Like, who wouldn't be happy sitting in this room? Seriously. Be happy. All right, get out some sticky notes. Do you have some sticky notes? Stick them around your house. You go around my house, you're going to find sticky notes here and there that say, be happy. Smile. So if you're living in an environment that isn't exactly pleasing to you, change what you're looking at in your environment. Go and put some notes up. Go and put a picture up. Go and stick something, or put a plant in the room. Do something that will make that room feel good. Do it in the room of the house. Be happy. Decide to be happy. Put some artwork up. Do some artwork. I bought my daughter an adult coloring book the other day for her birthday. She loved it. They're very cool. I was telling that story to someone the other day on our call, and someone else said, oh, that wouldn't turn me on. I wouldn't enjoy that at all. And I thought, well, it's fine. Have you ever tried it? Do you guys know what I mean? The adult coloring books. Back in our day, it was called, oh, goodness gracious, doodle art. Who here remembers doodle art? When my kids were little, I remember buying doodle art for them, and I remember thinking I would have just as much fun as they did doing the doodle art. You remember it? So now they have coloring books for adults filled with pages of doodle art. Because you know why? Because when you sit and color, you're escaping. You're letting go. You're being present. It's very therapeutic. Change your words, change the world. I am going to challenge all of you here today to think about these words. But, try, maybe, guess, should. Write them down. Write them down on a piece of paper, put them on a wall somewhere, and stop using them. Instead of but, say and. Instead of try, just do it. Instead of maybe, just do it. You can't try anything, okay, guys? Try to pick up the pen on your desk. Try. Just try to pick it up. Don't pick it up, just try. Maybe I'll be there. You say yes or no. I guess. There are no guesses. And should, you should get rid of it. You should stop shoulding on yourself, okay? Because should just doesn't even belong there. You just, things are. Don't use the words. Do you complain? A lot of people complain. They don't even realize they're complaining. They're talking about the government. They're talking about conspiracies. They're talking about things that, you know, people aren't being honest about. They're talking about stuff that's going on. They're talking about the traffic. They're complaining about the weather. I still will never understand why anybody complains about the weather like you have any control about the weather. Or you complain about your team. Anybody, any sports fans out there? Or you know any sports fans? My goodness. There's no reason to have a bad attitude, okay? It doesn't matter what's going around you. You are where you are, and it's perfectly okay. And from where you are right now, you can do anything you want to do. You can change everything right now. Remember, you are powerful. Choose to embrace life, regardless of what's going on around you. Stop looking at those situations. Does it mean the bills are going to go away? No. Does it mean the phone calls will stop? No. Does it mean your bank account will increase? Well, it might. I can tell you that the more that you let go, and the more that you focus on a positive attitude, and you start looking at things that feel better, I can promise you your income will increase too. Have any of you noticed that? Anybody here notice that as you work on changing your attitude, as you work on feeling better right now, and you start looking for things that feel better, better feeling things come to you and better ideas come to you, and all of a sudden things click, and all of a sudden things, whoa, isn't this fun? Remember, you are in control of your reactions and your responses, no one else. And just because someone else doesn't understand all this is no reason for you to have a bad attitude. Okay? Just because someone else has a bad attitude does not give you permission to do the same. No one's better qualified to know how you feel. I can't tell you how you feel. I can't tell you what's true for you. If I spent any time with you and we had enough conversations, I could certainly fix your words. Because your words that you use tell a lot about what's going on in your mind. And if you change the words that you use, suddenly everything else changes. Learn to love yourself. Stay cool. Journey well. How many of you are enjoying the journey you're on right now? It's a big question. Are you enjoying the journey you're on right now? Are you enjoying the life you're living right now? Are you enjoying the experiences you're having? Are you enjoying the weather? Are you enjoying your environment? Are you enjoying your house? Are you enjoying your family? Are you enjoying the people you meet? Are you enjoying the experiences you're having? Are you enjoying this internet marketing game? If you have any frustrations, if you have things that aren't going right, focus on what is going right. And good for you, Mona, for learning to enjoy life again. I understand you've had some losses recently, and I'm really excited to see you back, and I'm really excited to reconnect with you and really help you to journey well and to choose well. It doesn't mean that bad things are going to stop happening, okay? But how you look at the bad things can change. Because in every bad situation, there's good. You know that, yes? Practice does make perfect. It might take a while. You notice the changes. But let me just say something, guys. What I'm asking you to do here is to practice being happy all the time, to practice feeling good all the time. Can this possibly be a bad thing? I want you to practice feeling good all day. I want you to take at least 15 minutes every day and clear your mind and decide to feel good all day. 15 minutes. Guided meditations help. Most of you who come to Morning Motivator 4 days a week, you understand all about our guided meditations, how important they are. You can do this. Listen to motivational music. Listen to inspirational speakers. Do whatever it is you need to do to get you out of whatever it is you're in. Because let me tell you something, that you being in a crappy mood doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Well, if other people are offended by your happy attitude, Terry, too bad for them. Seriously. If somebody wants to be offended by my happy attitude, I feel sorry for them. I love them. And I appreciate them. And I feel for them. I feel wonderful for them. But if they want to have an attitude like that, if they want to be offended because I feel good, I'll give them a book. It's called Ask and It Is Given. And I'll say, I think you really need to read this. You know what? My girls go through struggles. Actually, my youngest daughter is pretty darn amazing. But my oldest daughter still has some struggles. She's still working on all this. And every once in a while, I have to remind her, you know that you have everything you need to not feel the way you're feeling. You don't need to feel that way. You're happy. You can find happy things. You can find happy situations. You can think happy thoughts. I just have to remind you, if you don't know where to find happy, if you allow yourself to go down that slippery slope, and it's easy to do. I haven't got the answer to that yet. All right, I don't know why. It's easier to think a negative thought than a positive one, other than habit. It's easier to go down that slippery slope than to pull yourself up and say, I'm going to feel better regardless of what's going on around me. I've had loss, but I can get through this. This is going to pass. I'm going to feel better. I don't need to stay here. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Tuesday to Friday, we have a get-together at the Morning Motivator. I do invite you to come and join us. We're currently reading the book The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's a little deep and wonderful. It's pretty amazing. I'm enjoying it. I'm really, really understanding about feeling good now. I am where I am, and it's okay. The last few days could have been disastrous, could have been stressful, could have given me a headache, could have caused all kinds of things. But I will admit it was a little bit frustrating because nothing was working. But you know what? I have a phone, and my phone has Skype, so I was able to get on Skype and still have conversations. I wasn't able to do some of the things I wanted to do, but I was able to do a lot of things. There's always something you can do. And Carl, I want to just for a moment just reach out to you and say thank you. Because I've watched your transformation over the last few months as you've been becoming a morning motivator and as you've been applying some of these strategies and really working to understand it more and more. None of us are perfect. Okay, people, I'm not perfect. Ask Don, he'll tell you I am not perfect. Pretty close, but, but really, I'm not perfect. I have days when I'm not feeling good. There are things that happen, and and I have to remind myself that I can change this. I'm thinking the wrong things. I gotta focus on different things. Decide that right now you're gonna feel good. For things that feel good. Practice the art of finding that feeling good place. It's your life. Be happy. Does this sound too simple? Oh, all I gotta do is just think happy. I'm just gonna be happy right now and everything's gonna change. I don't know how to tell you this, but that's exactly what happened. Terry says, I'm not perfect. Just ask both my ex-wives. I could say the same thing. Well, no, I don't know. Ask Don. He'll tell you on a scale of 1 to 10 how perfect I am. I don't know. I am perfect. I think you're all perfect, to be honest with you. I think each and every one of you are absolutely perfect where you are. And I think that perfect is a state of mind. And all I'm going to challenge you to do is to look for a happier place, to recognize that however you're feeling right now, you can feel better. Even if you feel amazing, you can feel better. How does that feel to know that even if you feel amazing, you can feel better? Even if you feel amazing, you can feel better. I want to play a little video before we go off today. It's just a 2-minute, maybe only a minute and a half. I want you to watch this for a minute, then we'll come back and talk about this, okay? This is about attitude, all right? You want to talk about attitude? Here we go. Listen, watch carefully.
Ooh, hello.
So how was that for cute? Did you enjoy that? That's attitude, right? I thought that was really, really cute. Yeah, I loved it. All right, guys, I just want to remind you where you can find us. All right, wasn't that a cute video? I mean, really. All right, it's all about your attitude. You know, I want my nose. I want my nose. I want more arms out of in my nose. Oh, here's your nose. Cute video. I just love Disney. I gotta tell you. You guys seen that movie Inside Out? Now there is a movie. Okay, there's a movie. You can find us on Skype, guys. You know, Dawn and I are here to help you. We're here to help your attitude. If you ever have a bad attitude, something terrible's happened, send me a message. I'll be happy to distract you. I'll be happy to remind you where you can go to find a better attitude. Get us on Skype. Follow us on Facebook at Get Live Training. Follow us on our blog. We do have a YouTube channel too, but I haven't got it listed up there. But you can access it from our blog. Thank you for being here, everyone. I know we're done a few minutes early. Yay! That's a first. And the room is working well. My computer's working well. I hope you guys enjoyed this call today. I challenge you as you're going through your week this week, as you're going through the days, as you are going through life, to think about your attitude. Check in with yourself every once in a while. You know what? Other people can tell you how your attitude is, how they think your attitude is. It's really up to you to decide whether your attitude is good right now or not, or how are you feeling. And it's pretty easy to tell how you're feeling. You can usually tell by your physical feeling as well. And so if things aren't going very well for you, check inside and recognize that it's not because of anything going on out there. It's because of everything going on in here. And from the bottom of my heart, I really do love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming to our calls each week, for being here, for taking time out of your day. You are amazing. If there's anything I can do to help you grow your business, I will be here for you. Noon? I'm not sure what you mean, Vince. Oh, sorry, old slide, forgot to change it. That should be 11. Thank you for catching that, Vince. 11 a.m. Eastern, we're here at Get Live Training. You guys have been amazing. See you next week, 11 a.m., not noon. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. And remember, if you need a little pick-me-up, just message me on Skype. I'll be happy to pick you up. Have a great day. Enjoy this video. Well, maybe the room is acting up a little. There we go. Make today a great day. Here's a little bit of Canadian music to enjoy the rest of your day. See you next week. Bye for now.